How to use diagnosis models? Well, diagnosis models are often used as diagnostic tool and are visualized in boxes and lines that connect each other. Most of the known diagnosis models have 3 to 12 boxes that each serve as a frame to create diagnostic questions that can be asked to an organization, to your leaders, to your managers. The most popular model I like to use to help you understand how diagnosis models work is the Galbraith star model. This model has 5 boxes that connect each other. Each box represents a set of generic questions that we can ask to an organization in order to begin an organizational design process. Organization design questions can basically be categorized in 2 things. 2 questions, what and how. Let's start with the what. Galbraith's classic 5-star model gives us a holistic view of organization design. It starts with strategy. A clear strategy provides a defined goal and lays the path to get there. It outlines how you'll grow and compete and defines choices you will make about what opportunities your company will pursue. Once there is a clear strategy, you can ask the next question. What are the unique differentiators? What must we do to be able to be better than our competitors? These answers to these questions determine the capabilities the organization needs to have. As an OD specialist, you then have 4 tangible questions and answers where the leaders will have to make a decision on. The first is around structure. Your questions here are: how should we group work together? What roles are needed to lead this work? How should power be allocated across these roles? Well, structured decisions are very important, but they're not enough. Every structure creates silos or boundaries between people working together. Various typical organization structures work like that. That's how we call them org charts. So the next thing is to cross these boundaries, give equal attention to the next set of decisions. The second is about process. Ask, how will workflow between work groups go? How will decisions be made? Third, you also align metrics and rewards. Metrics and rewards communicate what success looks like. You need to determine how will we measure progress at an individual, team, and business level. What incentives will guide behavior and reinforce the culture we want. None of this is possible without people. Ask, what skills, competence, and experience do our people need? What HR practices will attract and develop the talent we need? Alignment of an organization is what determines its effectiveness. The goal is to create an organization that brings out the best in people and makes it easy to do the work that will accomplish our strategy. Let's look at an example. Perhaps your company has a new strategy to grow through disruptive product innovation. You will develop new technologies and need to get product to market faster than your competition. For sure, your organization will need the capability of portfolio management. Making good decisions regarding what ideas to invest in need to be made. From a structure perspective, you might decide to create a unit called incubator, a separate unit to nurture these new ideas and protect them from the demands of the core business. Second, you want to understand the process. You might design and support idea networks or fund project teams to prototype and test emerging ideas. You also need some new metrics. 3. If you want to encourage breakthrough ideas and a bit of risk-taking, you can't just reward people based on revenue. You'll need to tolerate some failure as well. Finally, you'll need to look at whether you have people with the skills and experience to lead these agile product teams. The power of the star is that it's a dynamic model. As you change strategy, you adjust the points on the star to ensure your organization matches your goals. As an OD specialist, your work is not to find the right organization, but to continue to diagnose and adjust these elements to keep your organization aligned.